husband is a college professor, and he was talking to me about one of his classes in which none of the students engage. They just sit there while he talks. Well, the last thing we want as teachers is for our students to passively sit there while we're up there doing our song and dance. For example, during student oral presentations, when one student is presenting, what's the rest of the class doing? Well, it might be wasted instructional time for them, and that we do not want that. And so it can either be wasted instructional time or it can be a great listening practice for them. So I have a grid that I use so that the observers are getting listening practice and comprehensible input and engaging at the same time. So if you'd like to see it, it's free. Click the link. So what do you do when you give students a project or some group work? And, there's always that one student who doesn't do anything and wants to ride on the coattails of the hardworking students and get the same grade. What you do is give students a rubric and show them that part of their grade is participation. And you don't grade it, the students do, anonymously. So then after they've finished, they give everyone a grade based on how much they contributed, and they turn that in. That really increased student participation for projects and group work. Hi, I'm Auntie Tori, and I'm going to talk about how to get students engaged and interacting in the lesson. We don't want students passively sitting there while we're doing all the work. And even during comprehensible input, students learn more if they're interacting with the content. So for example, if a student is presenting, one or two students are presenting, what's the rest of the class doing? Well, if in my advanced courses, I have the student presenters create a quiz and hand it out to the students. They read the questions and then must focus intently on the presentation to answer the questions and get the points. So now you have speaking practice, listening practice, and writing practice, and 100% student participation. Hi, I'm Auntie Tori, and I'm still talking about how to engage students more in the lesson. When you're showing a PowerPoint, you don't want students to be sitting there passively. You don't want to be the only up there doing all the work. Never work harder than your students. So when you're presenting, they're filling out their interactive notebook activity. They're working, you're working. Interactive activities are also great because they help students to organize and to be accountable for their learning. Would you like to see a picture of me all dressed up as super teacher when I was in high school? I played super teacher at a rally. If you like to see it, you'll have to read the blog post. I'd like to talk about how to engage students more in the lesson. How would you like it if your principal came in and all the students, 100% of them, were speaking the target language for the entire period? And afterward, they were so excited, they said, "Can we play this again?" Well, I'll tell you all about this activity and 10 more activities and strategies to engage students and help them interact more with the lesson. If you'd like to read the blog post, click on the link. Today I'm going to talk about how to engage students more, particularly during passive activities like videos. For example, I have a video that stops after every segment and asks students questions. And Ed Puzzle does this. It's a wonderful resource. I hope you use it. Also, all my videos have interactive activities like cloze activities that students have to fill out while they're watching. So there's an accountability component. Usually I have students watch once or twice and just to enjoy it and take it in, and the last time they fill in the activities. If you'd like more ideas on how to engage students, click on the link to read the blog post. Adios.